The following program is a paid advertisement for Bridgeland Auto Brokers and does not represent the views or opinion of the station.
Welcome to the March 2021 Bridgeland Auto Brokers TV show. You probably didn't need me to tell you that, but if you watch show number 1, you're going to love show number 2. We got a whole lot of fresh inventory coming at you, some cool trucks, SUVs, cars. We like to mix it up, good colors, and as always, good prices. So if you're looking for that one-of-a-kind car that you can't find anywhere else, this is the place. Maybe you want a car $2,000 or $3,000 below the competition, you might want to look on our website. So there's a reason why in Bridgeport we're selling a couple hundred cars a month out here, and we're just getting started. So stay tuned in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here's a beautiful one, right?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
This is a big piece of muscle on our parking lot, right?
Yep.
If you want a nice, you want a ride that nobody else is going to have, this is the one right here. This is a 2020 GMC Yukon XL Denali. What's XL mean? Well, I don't have to explain that. This one you can definitely tell is the length of a Suburban. So with the XL, you're going to get all that room behind those third row seats. Now don't get me wrong, the Yukons, the Tahoes, the Cadillac Escalades, nice, big, roomy, going to fit the whole family. But if you need that room behind that third row, maybe you have hockey bags, maybe you got sporting events with the kids that you're traveling out of town for. Well, one of the things you don't get with those large SUVs, as big as they are, is you have no room behind that third row seat. You can fit all the passengers you want. Don't get me wrong, you can lay down that third row seat and pick up some room, but this is going to have it there for you. So if you need a lot of room, you got a big family, but you don't want to be that family van kind of guy or gal, it's going to be an absolute head turner. I'd be proud to have this one in my own driveway. 2020 GMC Yukon XL Denali. It's got the 22-inch wheels, and I've never seen one. The only way I'm getting this one's out of Canada. So back to our roots of how we buy. We go into Canada. We buy in a French-speaking market. These vehicles are the same. They're built here, shipped there. We bring them back. Nothing different. So get that out of your mind if it's anything. There's no difference. So, but the only difference is that very few of us have the access to truly go into Canada, purchase these vehicles, go through all the red tape that it takes to bring them home. It's a process. It takes connections. It takes time. It takes years to build that, to have the ability to truly go in and buy them at a fraction of what the other dealers around us are buying them for. That gives us the advantage. It also gives us the advantage with the inventory itself. And like I said, this is top of the food chain right here. Dual DVD, navigation, it's got lane departure, it's got the adaptive cruise control, which will slow you down automatically. So if you're looking for those safety features, it's got more than you'll ever use. It's got the ebony interior. It's got the second row bucket seats. It's got the dual DVD. It's got those power running boards that come up and down, right? Come on, baby. Come on. Daddy's waiting for you. There we go. Priced out $64,888. See me looking at it right over there. I can't remember it all. $64,888 with 5,000 miles, right?
That's it.
That's it. That's it, buddy, right? 5,000 miles. What's that mean? That means you got a whole lot of factory warranty left. 3-year, 36 bumper to bumper, 5-year, 60. That's the GM, right?
Yep.
Right? Show them what we got in the wrapper still. You want to see how new this one is? There's the goodies. The headphones are still in the wrapper, right? We like to show that stuff off, don't we?
Yep.
Nearly new, right?
No, never used before.
Never used. So you're looking for that 909 payment. Nobody's looking for a 909 payment, but it's a lot less than it would be if you went out and bought this brand new. So $909 a month is going to put this in your driveway. Again, 5,000 miles, priced out at $64 and change, a little over $900 a month. If you want to put $10,000, $20,000 down, then obviously it doesn't take a rocket scientist. You burping over there, buddy? You burped in my ear? You did. You literally burped in my ear while I'm shooting a TV commercial. For real?
No, I swear to. Did any of you see my mouth?
We couldn't with that mustache. Visit us today, cleancarscheap.com.
Freaks me out. I look like a white Kimbo Slice with an orange beard.
He does. Ready? Fitting it?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it. Ready to go?
Of course I'm ready.
Come on, Bimbo Slice. Take your hat off. Bimbo Slice.
Yo, Bimbo, put your hands up.
All right, ready?
If you say ready one more time, I'm probably going to deck you. All right?
You ready?
Ready.
Here we go. Here's another trade. And we brought out a lot of the trades this month. This was actually your idea.
Yes, because you were like, Finnegan, I don't know if we should. I said, this is the one, Rob.
What's happening right now is you've had an increase in the market. We've talked about that commercial after commercial. And for example, we take trucks. Trucks are up over 32, 33%.
Remarkable.
Right, so from what we would have paid as a dealer for a truck a year ago compared to today, again, 30%. So if we're taking a truck that was $30,000, the truck's $39,000.
Wow.
Crazy.
Crazy.
And that's the world.
Yeah.
The catch is that if you have a trade, your trade's also worth that much more. So it levels the playing field for you. The only disadvantage you're gonna have is if you're somebody that's coming along without a trade, you're gonna pay more than you would have paid. But truth be known, that's not going away anytime soon. So, you know, unless you can hold out another year, year and a half, we got to deal with the elements.
Right.
Okay. So here's an absolute. Well, let me get back to my reasoning.
Yeah.
So being that the market has increased so much,
yeah.
what happens is it becomes tougher and tougher to buy those vehicles that we can offer at price points that are just, you know, you got to have it. To have those trucks that are under $30,000, it's nearly impossible to provide those. Put something online that's respectable, okay, without 1 million miles on it or in rough condition.
Like, can I add something real quick?
You can add it.
One of the things that I found, I thought was a great mentality to have is one of the practices that we're active with is when we purchase, when everybody's kind of going the one direction, we're going in the opposite direction.
Yep.
When it's not really comfortable, but you still keep your foot on the pedal, because we know we have that foresight. You know, to say, you know, we're going to need these vehicles.
Well, what you do is you start changing your strategy. The change in our strategy is let's start keeping some of the trades. Let's start scrutinizing them a little bit more. When just 6 months ago, just right across the board, we wholesale all of our trades. We don't keep the trades. Now we're starting to take a closer look at those, starting to see some of those cream puffs that people are trading in, deciding to put those on our lot. Where we wanted to stay away from the 50, 60, 70,000 mile vehicles, we're now starting to change our strategy because we have to accommodate the customer that wants the more inexpensive vehicle. Somebody that wants a third row seat that's under $20,000. You're not going to the auction and buying that right now, so you got to keep the trade. Now, if you want a truck, for example, a nice loaded truck that's going to be under $30,000, you can't find those.
Yeah.
You're only going to get those when you get the nice trade. Here's a perfect example, this 2014 Ford F-150 Platinum. Now the Platinum is the top of the food chain, the tippy top of the food chain. Loaded up. This has got the pearl white, excuse the floor. It's got the 20-inch wheels. This has got perfect tires,
rubber.
Cooper rubber, and they're tall, so good tires on it. Extremely clean interior. You can eat off that, if that makes sense.
I remember the customer that traded this in.
Yep.
It was an older couple, no kids, hence the reason the seat looks like it's never been used, let alone anything sad in it. And he was just one of those types of customers that was very, very meticulous. And when I saw it, I was like, that's definitely.
So I don't want to give you the little old lady speech, but that truly is the case in this.
It is.
This truck. Older couple owned the truck. They
Tells
took
its
good,
own story.
Exactly. Took good care of it. You can assume that the RPMs weren't pegged, so they probably took extremely good care of it. All the oil changes have been done. We did look at the maintenance on this. We did have records of maintenance. So this is a well-maintained truck. It's going to put it in at a price tag under $29,900, a little under $30,000.
And it's a 3.5 EcoBoost.
3.5 EcoBoost.
So it's great on fuel. It's a lower cost of insurance, less wear and tear.
So you can expect 22 miles to the gallon with that 3.5 EcoBoost. Probably one of the most highly rated motors in history.
Yep.
Those, and I remember a few years back when they first came out with this motor, one of the things that they touted, and listen, I'm not the best storyteller, but they took this motor and they put it up against a 5.3 liter, and they put it in Arctic conditions, temperature-wise, and they ran the truck. I want to say it was 180,000 miles, is what I was told, and the condition of the engine after those miles was equivalent to what the 5.3 was at 30,000 miles.
Wow.
That says anything to you? Meaning its compression and whatnot. Yeah. So the motor held together as well as a 30,000 mile 5.3.
Isn't that amazing?
Huge, killer. So I heard that, I was sold on it, and it's been Ford's trademark motor. So if you're looking for a beautiful truck, this 2014 Ford F-150 Platinum is priced at $29,995.
With navigation, sunroof, leather, heated seats, cooled seats, the EcoBoost. I mean,
let me break it down even more for you. $125 a week. So if you're maybe that weekly payment person, likes to understand it along those terms, $125 a week. You can have this truck in your garage, your driveway, your work parking lot. Let them all stare out the window at work and wonder where you got the new truck.
What year is that?
Tell them Bridgeline. Visit today, cleancarscheap.com or die, yo.
315-633-7060 today.
Visit us today. Here we go. Here's a beautiful car, right?
it is.
2017 Ford Fusion. One of the good things about this, obviously she's got the look, and we're gonna get into that in a minute, but let me talk about mileage. We talk about mileage model year ratio. Okay, I speak about that a lot. When I used to write the ads on the cars. It was one of the things that I always highlighted, was the important part when we talk. How you doing?
Just chilling.
Doing all right? You just chilling? Chilling again? Okay, you can chill out there. Got a sunroof too, by the way. 2017 Ford Fusion with 32,000 miles. That means that the car was driven a little over 10,000 miles a year. We know the average driver drives 15,000 miles, right? That's a national average. So when you got a car that's 10,000 miles, it says a lot about it. So when I see low mileage to model year ratio, the first thing I look at is vehicle history. And the nice thing about the Carfax is that we are a Carfax dealer. When you're a Carfax dealer, you report to Carfax. So when you have your oil changes, so for example, if you're a customer that bought this vehicle from us, had all your maintenance done, we're gonna report that to Carfax. So that when it's trade time, nobody's ever gonna be able to say that you didn't have all your maintenance done because it's been reported.
By a trusted name.
It's documented. You don't have to hold on to all the receipts. It's documented. That's the benefit. And Carfax is gonna give you a lot of information on the car. For example, this was last owned in Indiana. This vehicle is a 2-owner vehicle. It has a clean Carfax, and like I said, it's got a lot of maintenance records.
Loaded.
Leather interior. We'll throw in the
Leprechaun?
leprechaun, the bearded leprechaun. We'll throw in the bearded
$20
leprechaun.
extra, so
That's what you want?
if you throw me in, yeah.
You're going for the ride for 20 bucks? You're cheap. That's cheap.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they bring me to Dunkin' Donuts, I'm fine with that.
So take this kid to Dunkin' Donuts in this car, and he's going to be fine with it.
CleanLeprechaunscheap.com.
If you pay me another 20, I'll clean the car.
You clean the car for 20. So for 40 bucks, you're going to have the opportunity to take this young man to Dunkin' Donuts, and then he's going to clean your car for an extra 20.
And I'll give you $10 as long as
And I get a kickback, 10 bucks.
return policy tax is $10.
My man, thinking about a kickback for the boss already. CleanCarsCheap.com is where you're going to find this 17. This is loaded up. It's got the leather interior. It's got 2 green legs, leather seats. Like I said, fully loaded. This black shoes. This is a beauty. So, not only beautiful in looks, beautiful in payment too. It's $62 a week. Think about it. What do you spend 62 bucks a week on?
Hold on a sec.
Excuse me.
Where'd you get this
For
kid?
adults, for adults.
Oh, it's for adults now.
Yeah.
He said it was beer and lottery tickets.
Not
Yeah.
$62 a week is going to put this in your driveway. I got to look away because I can't remember the payments. $15,988 again, or $62 a week. Visit us, cleancarscheap.com. Where are you going to find cars that clean, blacked out like that, leather interior roof? This car's got it all. Where are you going to find it?
Bridgeland.com.
Okay, Buckshot, here's a pretty one, right? This is a nice ride.
Yep, pretty nice.
This is super nice. Here's a pretty rare one when we come to trim level. Now, this Kia Soul, right? Remember these with the hamsters. Remember the commercials with the hamsters in them? Well, here you go. This is not your average Kia Soul. This one right here is a GT line. So this is gonna definitely have a different look. You're gonna have that, this is red, of course. Gonna have your two-tone with the top. It's gonna have your unique wheels to that trim line, and the interior is gonna be pretty hot too. So, not only is the GT line going to give you some of those exterior accents that it's going to make it look a little bit different from the norm, but in this car you're going to get a Harman Kardon stereo system, so you're going to get that upgraded sound. You're going to get got a whole bunch of stuff. I can go on and on and on when it comes to the options with this, because this is loaded right up. You got to speak up though.
About the cats, you gotta tell them about it.
The Deadpool caps. It's got He wanted me to tell you guys about the Deadpool caps. So it's got those Spider-Man valve stem caps, right? That sells the car, right?
That's Deadpool.
Cares about the mileage, the price, right? As long as they get those valve stem caps.
I mean, it's based off of Deadpool. That's got Deadpool valve caps, and then you got the red and black.
Exactly. So here we go. One of the other things that they may not know about Kia that I think is really cool is Kia comes with a 5-year, 60,000 mile bumper to bumper warranty, right? So we're gonna take this one right here, right? Take this one with 23,000 miles on it. It's got a 5-year, 60,000 mile warranty. So we have somewhere around 36 to 37,000 miles left on its factory warranty. Now, if you went to buy a Chevy, a Ford, or let's say a Dodge, for example, they come with a 3-year, 36,000 mile bumper to bumper warranty, whereas the Kia and the Hyundais come with a 5-year, 60. So this car has more factory warranty than you have in a brand new Chevy. So if you drove to a Chevy lot, overpaid for a new car, dealt with the depreciation, drove off the lot because I want a warranty, well, good. You're gonna get a lot more warranty with this car than you will with a brand new Chevy. You don't have to deal with the blunt of depreciation that you take when you buy something brand new. There's birds in the ceiling right now that we're listening to, right?
They are in the roof. They're in the attic.
Yeah, well, we got animals running around here, and this is the way it goes, right? But we're building a new studio, so we're gonna step our game up pretty soon. But in the meantime, we gotta deal with whatever's up in the ceiling of this building, right? So, needless to say, this car's not gonna have any animals in it or any dead animals in it. 2007, oh, I'm wrong here, 2020 Kia Soul GT line, priced out just right at $16,998 or $64 a week, right?
Yeah, and it comes with these sweet steers.
$64 a week. So think about what you spend $64 a week on. This has got to make a lot of sense. You got a lot of warranty, you got the look, you got the feel, you got all the options. How does that not make sense? Visit us today, cleancarsheet.com, or dial 315-633-7060. 7060. Visit us today. Here we go. I'm on the wrong side of the truck, but it is
You're
what
on
it
the
is,
wrong
right?
side. You're on the right side.
I'm on the right side of this one. Any
Just
side.
like they're going to be on the right side. You know why?
Yeah,
Dollars and cents.
100%. So you can't be on the wrong side of this one. Here's a 2020 Cadillac Escalade. Now I bought this truck, I want to say, I'm guessing, about 6 months ago. I bought it for a family member to drive.
Yep.
And I bought it, I want to say it had 7,000 or 8,000 miles on it. They brought it up to 13,000 miles. That was the plan. Brought them out of it. And since then, the market has just jumped to the moon on this truck. So we take a truck here that's probably in our market price several $1,000s more than this one, and we have the luxury of having this. Now I wouldn't be able to go buy one for what we own this one for, meaning that I couldn't right now, if I had to go purchase this vehicle, if I was able to find one, period. If I was able to find a 2020 Escalade, I would probably pay what I'm selling this one for.
100%. As a matter of fact, while I was doing some work, I had noticed that these particular type of vehicles were in the mid to upper 70s, exactly like this, year and miles and the trim level.
Right. So here's a vehicle right now priced very aggressively at $70,989. It's a lot of money, but it's not a lot of money compared to what the market bears on these. 13,000 miles, going to put you at a monthly payment of $998 with tax and DMV. That's with nothing down, just your tax and DMV. Now, people that tend to buy these Escalades, they tend to put down a good chunk of money. They usually have a trade that they have equity into, where they come to the table with a substantial down payment and affects the payment. So rarely will somebody actually leave with a $998 payment for demonstration purposes to show you. We're gonna get to that price in the meantime. But again, we got the Pro White Tri-Coat, we got the 22-inch factory wheels. This one's got the ebony leather interior and it smells like the day it came off the assembly line. Non-smoker, DVD, navigation, heated seats, cooled seats.
There's nothing it lacks for.
Zero. Absolutely top of the food
And they're
chain.
and you did say, I just want to clarify, 22-inch factory wheels. Factory wheels.
Factory wheels.
See a lot of things out there with 20s, but you can see the bling.
I don't need to explain this vehicle.
You don't.
Everybody knows what Escalades are. It is what it is, right?
End of the rainbow again.
Listen, anybody be proud to have this in their driveway. Put it into yours. So let's go over to the TV screen real quick. Come on, take a look. Okay, now, so you want to talk about a real rare bird here. This Escalade definitely takes the cake when it comes to aggressive pricing. So there's so few of these out there within our market. I did a 250 mile search. There's so few of them out there that I can't even get a market read on it. Ours is priced number 1 out of 4. So within 250 miles, there's 4 of these vehicles out there. We're priced at $69,988, 13,900 miles on it. And look at the competition. We're priced at $73,500. This guy's got one at $73,500 with 5 miles, 184 miles out of here. This guy over here has got a gray one, not the best color when it comes to an Escalade, $73,900 with 6,000 miles. He's 191 miles out. And we got this guy down in here. There's another one that's even higher. There's no need to even talk about that. This guy in the bottom's got a black one for $69,900. So he's priced like mine. He's black. So if you don't like a white car, you prefer a black, that might be where you want to go. But if you're looking for one local, you want a dealer locally that's going to be able to stand behind what they sell you, take care of you. Don't forget you got a full factory warranty left on this one anyways. But price number one, aggressively at $69,988, 13,900 miles. Got the right color, got all the equipment. This was one I put a family member into for a little while. So we bought this one with 7,000 or 8,000 miles, had a family member drive it. They brought it up to 13,000. I decided that it's time to get rid of it. We like to cycle in and out of these as fast as possible. So if you're looking for that deal, you want to feel the part, look the part, and play the part, this Escalade is gonna be the one. So make everyone around you wish they had what you're driving. This is the one to do it. Visit us today, cleancarscheap.com. We're open 7 days a week. Maybe you need credit help. Maybe you have a trade that you owe too much on. Whatever your situation is, this is the place to help you. We have franchise guys on site 7 days a week. We know what we're doing. And something's in the air out here in Bridgeport, and there's a reason we sell so many cars. Visit us today, cleancarscheap.com. Here we go. Here's a 2017 GMC Acadia Denali.
Yes.
Okay. When we talk about trim level, we're going to start out usually with the SLE, and then we go to the SLT, SLT1, then we go to SLT2, then we go to the Denali. So if you want all the options, you don't want to have to.
If you just want it all,
Just want to
that's
know.
it.
Just look for Denali. It's going to already have it all for you. You don't have to look around and go, oh, I want one with a roof. I want the cooled seats. Just look up GMC Acadia Denali. She's already got it all for you. So absolutely stunning color. I love the silver because you're typically going to see those whites and those blacks, those burgundies. You're not going to see the silver too often. And in this vehicle, I think it's definitely rich. It's got the nice two-tone wheels. So it's got the smoked inserts. It's going to have your silver accents, which are going to match the exterior perfectly. It also has silver piping on the seats that you'll notice there. So in its second row, and this does have the captain seat, so it's going to have that easy pass-through for the kids.
There you go.
You're going to have the silver piping, which is going to be exclusive to the higher trim levels. You're also going to have all of your safety features, lane departure, things of that nature.
Roof, man.
I love the double moonroofs on these. Typically with the that starts with an SLE2. So then you'll find that double moonroof, and you'll find it optional in the higher trim levels as well. This one has it. So you have a moonroof here, and you got one for the back seat. And if you've never had a dual moonroof, when you get in the back seat, it gives the vehicle a completely different feel.
Try getting a vehicle, first-hand experience. Try getting a vehicle that doesn't have it after you've had it.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Exactly. So a lot of people would say, I don't need that. But once you have it, it's like buying a nice pair of jeans, right? I remember a point in my life, I talk about this all the time. I use the analogies. There was a point in my life when I wouldn't spend over $50 on a pair of jeans. And I had a friend of mine that always wore $150 jeans, and I'm sitting there going, I would never pay that for a pair of jeans. Somehow or another, I landed on a $150 pair of jeans one day. I bought them, I tried them on. I was at Lord & Taylor, I tried them on, I loved them. I never turned back. Once you have it, you'll understand. They fit, the fit and the finish.
Did you like the way it felt against your skin?
I loved the way it felt against the buttocks. Definitely a good fit.
Yeah.
Just like this one's gonna fit nice under your buttocks.
Yeah.
So if you want a nice comfy ride, you want that elegance, you wanna pull up to the valet.
Good segue.
You wanna feel good pulling up to the valet? This is the ride right
like
here.
This. That's right, it's Denali.
You don't wanna be a minivan mom? This is the one. $458 a month, are we? Right over there? 17 Acadia Denali, she says, $29,955, 37,000 miles, and a payment of $458 a month. So this is gonna be the one, because what happens is the higher the trim level, the better they hold their value.
Exactly.
So 2 or 3 years down the road, if I bought an SLE today and you bought a Denali, respectively, they're more money. And we looked at the percentage of depreciation on each 3 years out. We both drove the same amount of miles. We both bought them, same model year, same miles. We both drove 15,000 miles a year. We both met at the same table 2 years from now. We compared notes. you'll definitely respectively have more equity in Denali. So you'll spend a little bit more up front, but she's gonna maintain her value really well. So mid 400s is gonna put this in your driveway. It's gonna fit the kids, it's gonna fit the grandkids, it's gonna fit the neighbors, it's gonna fit everybody well, because she is an 8-passenger. Visit us today, cleancarscheap.com. Maybe this isn't the one. Maybe you need something a little bit bigger. Maybe you need something a little bit cheaper. Maybe you need something a little bit more black, white, gray, red, whatever. We got it. With over 300 vehicles in stock at a reputable dealership that's selling hundreds of vehicles a month, visit us. We're an independent dealership doing numbers like franchises. And
Better than franchise.
And then some. Come visit us today, cleancarscheap.com.
We've had an array of them, Rob.
Seems like a lot. Okay, here we go.
You want me to test it?
You don't have to, really. Okay. Here's another nice one.
I'm amazed at how nice this thing is. Do you see my amazed face?
Raise your eyebrow, like that kind of, like whoa.
Surprisingly amazed.
Really like this car.
You do. So
I like
this kid's got it right. So you definitely got good taste. I'll give you that. You got to give it a little shave here, right? You got to get you a little shave. But either way, here we go. Nice car. So if you're looking for that weekly payment buster, we're about to bust that out here in a bust. Bust it. I'm just playing. All right, there, Lucky. You ready?
I had to get a little of the liquid off my stash. I was taking a sip earlier, just keep,
You were nipping?
hydrated.
You were taking a nip?
Tipping a nip of my Monster.
Were you?
Yeah. Just trying to keep that flow, you know what I mean?
That momentum?
I like that flow.
Clean car fast, one owner, what's not to love?
That's how loud I need you. Clean Carfax, one owner. How do you miss with this thing? Just, I'm trying to get you to talk like an adult talks. What's not to miss with this one, right? Like the kid don't say things like that. So it's funny when you do that, when you talk like an adult, because kids talk like kids, right? Adults are more confident. When you be confident, that's the funny part with you. When you talk like an adult, that's what makes. Clean Carfax, one owner. What's not to love? All body. I want you all body, all spinning, doing this, hands, everything. Clean Carfax, one owner. What's not to love? I need you to listen. It's okay. I need you a little louder, loosen up. Like I said. Ready? The data reads 33%. So if you looked at last February, what we would have paid for a truck, I'm going to use an example.
Please do.
I'm going to start over. Okay, you ready?
Try not to. Okay. Are you a fan of Bavarian Motorworks, Rob?
What do you mean?
BMW. Bavarian Motorworks, that's what it stands for, the ultimate driving experience.
The following program is a paid advertisement for Bridgeland Auto Brokers and does not represent the views or opinion of the station.